welcome. This is Big Win, Couch Warriors Pudge, and I'm here with a little DI Another Day 2 recap, and shoutouts, and criticism, and all that other good stuff. Yeah, just a video about that. So we'll start off with tournament recap. It was hosted at the Curtin Stadium, which is in Curtin University in Perth. It was a very, very nice venue. Probably the best venue I've ever seen in my life that a Smash tourney has run at. It was massive. It felt like a proper major. Like, it was humongous. It was, like, spacious as well, so it didn't get, hot. I mean, it's not hot this time of year, but you could host a summer tournament there and it wouldn't get hot. And that was incredible. Setups were fine. There was never a point where I was like, damn, there's no setups to play on. So that was fun. And yeah, it didn't really run late. I lost to Future Counter Ryan in my pool. I SD'd to kill myself against Future Cow, and he was playing really safe, and I just was letting him chuck banana grab me. So yeah, he played disadvantage really well for a Diddy. I didn't really catch any of his side Bs, except second game of each set between Future Counter and Ryan, I sort of stomped them, and then they got their head back together and just and clutched the set out, which was good from the Orion's. His movement's really hard, and it's hard to, you can't really commit against him. Like, if you do an aerial, you just get screwed, and so you got to just like play really hard footsies with Orion. He'll in and out dash, and mix up his dash grab or his dash attack, and that was really hard to get around. We had a good last game on Duck Hunt. I should have camped him out, to be quite honest. I got pretty salty after I lost to Future Cow. Yeah, I need to keep the salt down. I was really mad. I was angry, mainly because I SD'd, and I felt pretty bad about it, and we went to game 3. But whatever. I came 5th in doubles with Matthew Alsop, also known as Ignis Thoron, also known as Matt the Wall, also known as Ignis. We did pretty good. We lost to Bully, and we lost to Benjamin Law, and we lost to Benjamin Law and Taj. Yeah, they kicked our butts round 1, and we just did a losers run to 5th, which was pretty cool. Ignis is really good doubles. He's just like, he carries you hard, basically. I got carried so hard. I suck at doubles. I rarely go past like losers round 2 in doubles, so Ignis carried me super hard. So yeah, I guess we'll get on to shoutouts. So, there are too many people to shout out. So I'm going to group a bunch of people together. So basically, people who stayed at my house, stayed at their house, at Phil's house. Before I say anything, I go shout Phil. Phil is like the maddest host I've ever had in my life. He's such a cool dude. He gave us all a room. He let us stay there. He was super providing. His mum's awesome. I didn't talk much to his dad, unfortunately. I think he was at work most of the time. But his mum was awesome. She was like asking us like, oh, how'd you guys go? All this. So she was awesome. Phil's just like a cool dude. He took us everywhere, He was really like understanding. He was just awesome. He was the MVP of the trip for me. He was I love Phil. Phil's a great dude. Hilarious. Just cool to be around, cool to chill with. Yeah, so it was really great. I stayed with Urisk, Zetas, and Ignis, and that was really cool. I got to know Urisk and Zetas a bit better. It was really cool hanging out there, and me and Ignis, we're just clutch. We're the two amigos, so obviously, we just did our thing. We killed it. Ignis sleep talks so much. It's so funny. He like gets up out of bed and he's like, "Is it here?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He just goes back to sleep, which I find hilarious. I really love sleeping with Ignis because he just says the stupidest shit in his sleep. Anyway, Shoutouts to Phil Smith's girlfriend for hooking us up with the after party. That was so clutch. Um, yeah, it was really it was fucking amazing on her part. And I mean, the police came by to tell us to turn the music down. We didn't even have music, so I think the neighbors were just bastards. So anyway, screw them. But Phil's girlfriend and her roommate are just like the coolest people ever. They were so chill. They let us even sleep there so Phil could drive us back home in the afternoon. It was just like, so awesome. And luckily, we left them like 3 slabs of beer. So I like to think that we repaid our dues. Hopefully, um, basically everyone at the after party was fucking awesome. So I'm just gonna list all the people I can. I'm gonna forget someone. I'm so sorry. People I just did mad hangouts. Big Win Beer, Filthy, Little Z, Sherwin, uh, Shitashi, Seymour, um, shit, all the Vic boys. I'm not shouting out the Vic boys. Like Josh, Sam, love you guys. Extra Duan, love you guys. All the Vic boys, whatever. Bridger and Leisha weren't at the after party for some reason. Now that I think about it, they were at the pre-after party when we got kicked out of the venue because the venue wasn't booked right. I'll get into that later. Um, I wonder where they went. I guess they did their own thing. I didn't see Dale either. That sucks. Oh well. Kira, Invisi, uh, Nomad, shit, Orion. I don't remember that night too well, so I'm sorry to tell you guys. Did I say Filthy Nomad? I think I did. I hope I did. Um, Sarah. Um, yeah, I just had an awesome time hanging out with you guys. And Perth, honestly, I think is like if I couldn't be in the Melbourne community for some reason, say for some reason I was banned from the Melbourne community, I was annexed, I was exiled. Perth would be my first option as like a community. I think those guys are awesome. Poppet, I remembered Poppet. Poppet's a great dude. He's just like a chill fucking guy. I love that guy. Um, yeah, that was just so much fun. The after party was great. We had like heaps of fun. We started chants. Like, oh man, the chants were so funny. Chills with Ghosts at the after party were good as well. He's always funny. Um, shit, Ben Bates, you're a legend. You made me fairy red. I love you. Um, Invisi drinking ciders. That was so funny. Holy crap. Um, Shit, who else? I've probably forgotten like 20 people. I'm so sorry. I'm just really bad remembering that night. I had a bit too much to drink. Um, okay, so I think that shout's done. John Chi, Peanuts. Um, you guys are awesome. You did this awesome. You ran an awesome event. Like, I had issues with the event, but like I think overall I really enjoyed it, and I'll get into like the good. I'll do good points first. So some things I loved. Venue was friggin' awesome. It was great. I loved it. Honest to God, it was one of the no, it is the single best venue I've ever been to. And you guys should be really happy that you ran such an amazing tournament at this amazing venue. Um, Another good thing is that like you did it in 4 waves. I don't know the specificity. I can't think of the word. I don't know the logistics of running 4 waves, but I'm interested to see how it goes. And I'm always happy to see when people try new things as far as tournament organising goes. I think that's very daring at an event of this size. Um, Shouts to the Perth community for coming out with about like 70 people, I think, which is pretty great for the Perth community, I hear, for Smash 4 singles. Oh, yeah, before I forget, shoutouts to Maiko, Genki, for playing for playing friendlies with him. Genki's an awesome dude. Maiko's just a chiller. Yeah, I think that's great. I love those guys. Genki's hilarious. I love the guy. Genki. I fought you on For Glory last night, and you left after I lost. So I was pretty angry about that. But yeah. Also, another really good thing: top eight payout. That's really important. I don't know if you should have done top eight payout. I would have done top six because you only had 100 people. But and I think it's better just follow the Chibo payout scale. But I think that was another really good thing to do. Top eight payout's really smart. I think it benefits the community much better. It's like, instead of Ghost getting what? Let's just say instead of Ghost getting like $600, you got like $400, and like everyone else got a bit more. I think that's really good. Um, hmm, just trying to think. There was nothing that blew me away about the tournament. I didn't think like besides the venue, which the venue was fucking awesome. Um, Nothing blew me away. Like, wow, this is so well run. The stream is so well run. Everything's organized well. Everything's on time. People are this, people are that, yada yada. They're efficient. Nothing blew me away like that besides the venue, which I've said a million times. I love that venue. I'm going back. If another day three happens, it's there. I'm locking my ticket in day one. Um, Nothing blew me away, but nothing besides two things about the venue, and they're a bit strange. Not venue event were two things that were a bit strainy. That I didn't like. Nothing blew me away, but everything was solid. Nothing, you know. Um, so two things that I had a real issue with were stream. I think I think you need to have. I don't know anything about the Perth community, but I think stream's super important. I think stream is like the second most important thing on your list of things to do, and I think it wasn't given a strong enough how do I put importance. I saw Smesty was running off an Elgato HD, which I mean I'm not really I'm not an absolute expert on technology. I'm really not, but I know enough that an Elgato HD capture has issues, and that you should look for a different card. So from the very start, you're hindering yourself for a major tournament, and like I mean, it depends how much you care about stream. Where I care about it quite a lot, and so I care that it wasn't up to scratch. Um, there were people on the stream team apparently that didn't really help out. I can't be 100% certain of that. I obviously am not. I wasn't looking into things. Um, I think the the projector was also a really big issue. There was no sound, which really, really, really takes away from it. You might think it doesn't, but it takes a lot away from it. I think to not be able to hear the things going, I know it just doesn't feel right. And the projector was not the right. It was like a melee projector. They had gotten a melee projector, unfortunately. It was like not 3 by 9, 4 by 3 maybe, instead of 16 by 9. The aspect ratio wasn't right. It was like a square, which was really upsetting, unfortunately, because it looked a bit like it was all this wasted space and it was a bit hard to see. Um, what else? Hmm. Yeah, so stream, I think going ahead, Perth needs to like lock down a few things stream wise. I know there were issues with the internet and nothing can be done about that, unfortunately. Like if the internet's shitty, then that's just a matter of fact, and you go work around it, which is unfortunate, but you have to work around it. So like, I'm not really blaming anyone for shitty internet. Um, so the issues were, I think the overlay was fine. I really liked the player cam and the icon boxes and the uh, the the boxes for the score, and they worked really well. But I think a lot of like we, a lot of the overlays looked a bit weird. Like the player cam overlay, like the DI another day 2 was like over the face, so like you couldn't see like this much of the screen. See where my hands are? You couldn't see like this much of the screen, and someone's head would be here, and you just wouldn't be able to see them. Just looked bad. So that should have been tested before, see what it looked like. Um, Going up to BAM, me and Will did at least like 20 test streams just to make sure everything looked right, and we ran fake stuff. Not test streams, but events. We used the BAM setup to make sure it was fine, and the BAM set wasn't fine. We fucked up. We didn't use the area to go like winners finals, losers finals, semis finals. So I'm not saying I wasn't one without fault, but I'm saying that there were quite a few things that were like obvious that should have been picked up. Equipment wasn't as good, but I'm not sure about their situation and how that works. The actual projector and viewing area was awesome, but like the projector wasn't that good and there was no sound, which really brought it down a notch for me. And the area where you put your name wasn't long enough, and it looked not that great in my opinion. But that's a personal thing. I think it just looked a bit weird. Just need to turn my phone off. Sorry, lads. Yeah. So stream definitely going to be improved, but that's fine. I think that's something that once you get a bit more better equipment, once you get more experience, that you can really hammer in, get that high production quality stuff going. But you actually have to try it. You just don't get better over time. You have to put the effort in to improve on it and make it really like, how do I say this? Make it really, really efficient, but still look good. Yeah. Yeah. Another issue was the after party. We were at this venue, and then someone came in and told me, like, I came in, I was like, oh, hey, has anyone hired this venue? And they were like, yeah, it's just that area over there. And I was like, oh, okay. They aren't our friends, the people sitting there. I'm like, are you sure no one else hired the venue? And he was like, no, that's it. I'm like, oh, okay. So I buy a jug. Carlton Dry. Very smooth. Thank you, Josh. I'll shout you out again. I know you love multiple shout-outs, Joshua. So I'll shout you again for the Carlton Dry. Finished the jug. Was having a chipper time. And then I go in to get more, and they're like, you can't get jugs. I'm like, I thought, that's weird. Okay, well, can't get a pint? Like, no, you can't get a pint. I'm like, alright. And he's like, you can get like a small pint. I'm like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, it's $7. I'm like, oh, that's weird, because the Carlton Dry pint was like $10, and you give me like half. So I was pretty mad about it. And then apparently they shut like at 10. Like, they shut at 10 and we got there at like 9:30. So we would have 30 minutes for the after party, which was really, really shitty. And we were all like really upset. Luckily, Phil's girlfriend swooped in and saved the day. God bless her soul. And I think it was better that we were at their place, because I thought that was lit as hell. than that venue. And we all went and we bought a bunch of alcohol. And then Shitashi got timed out, which was great. So yeah, after party was pretty poorly organised. It's a real shame. Because it was all the cool people there and I thought it would have been great. But all is well that ends well. But these things really need to be checked, double checked. Hey, we want to double check. Is the booking still fine? The day before. Double checking is half of your work. Making sure that everything is okay, this is right, this is right, this is right, this is right, let's go ahead. And then, a week before the event, this is right, this is right, this is right, this is right. I had a similar issue actually at BAM where I didn't double check the Salty Sweet venue was booked. And I was passed on that role and I never double checked and it just wasn't booked. Luckily they were really awesome. Let's book out the venue. So that was all good. Yeah, so that was really good. That was really lucky. Yeah. That's basically it. Stream could have been better. But that will come with time and if the stream team really puts in a lot of effort. What am I doing again? It was stream and after party venue could have been a lot better. That's basically my only issues. I think the van was really great. I think Perth people are fucking awesome. I think and the other out of stays, Liam, Chris. Is that your real name, Shitashi? I don't like calling you Chris. You're the only person I won't call Chris. I'll call you Shitashi. I think you guys are awesome. It was hella funny seeing Kieran and Vizzy get turned. That was hilarious. Ghost's always good to hang out with. Who else? No ACT people came. No Tassie people came. So that was about it. Yeah. Well, shit. Anyway, that was hilarious and fun. So I really enjoyed that. Anyway, that's basically it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to keep the good vibrations rolling. Don't you dare forget. Me and the other EBS guys will be doing a podcast. It's going to be awesome. So look out for that. That is in the very near future. Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll catch you later.